Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Last time I went drag racing, I had an episode where I couldn't start the car. Turns out I wasn't getting any fuel to my fuel injection. All the troubleshooting with connections and fuses, check the fuel filter, all signs point towards the fuel pump, which is in the gas tank. So I'm going to pull the gas tank down today. I'm also going to build an access panel in the trunk so I don't always have to pull the gas tank down. So stay tuned. Now, planning for my access panel, it needs to go about between here and here, which means this little bracket or tab is in the way. I don't even know what it's for, maybe a spare tire. I don't use it, so I'm gonna remove it. It looks like it's spot welded from below, so I'll drill that out and that will give me access, because also I need to get as far back to here as I possibly can. So we have our panel cut out. The access hole is 10 by 13, which is large enough to access the hat on the fuel tank, which is obviously important. Now it's a matter of just cleaning up these edges so I have a place to adhere to. So I have my panel all welded up. Don't laugh at my welds too much. I'm not much of a TIG welder, but I'm trying. Took a long time to weld because I can only do small sections at a time because this whole thing would warp like crazy, but we got it back to relatively flat. I'm now going to grind down some of these high spots and just make it a little bit better looking, and then drill some holes in it, and then we can move on to paint and installation. The metal work of our panel is all done. I have all the holes drilled, test fits, everything is great. I can now take some sealer and fill up all these little gaps and holes. Same thing with on the bottom side, right in here. And the sealer I'm going to be using is Fuser 803DM, direct to metal, and I can paint over that, so that's great. On the underside of the car, I tack welded the nuts, and then I can go ahead and put some seam sealer around the edges just to keep the moisture out, and then I can go ahead and paint it. Now, if you use a little bit of paint thinner on your finger, this will spread super easy. Right? Nice and easy. Try to get this so it's not everywhere. I'm kind of tempted just to have a whole layer of this stuff all the way around. In fact, I'm going to do that. Thinking this might create a bit of a gasket. So I checked the connections. This one is going to power right here. It was tight. The ground is tight, and that's really the only ones that are going to make a difference. So connections were fine. So I'm going to call up Rick's Tanks and ask him about the old fuel pump. One thing I did notice when putting these jam nuts back on is this stud moves up and down. It's a bit loose. These ones are solid, but this one moves. So maybe there's something going on there. So we're going to pull off the hat and see if we can find something underneath. That's the filter. The screen inside here looks nice and clean. Maybe the filter's a little bit gungy. I don't know. I'll take some pictures, talk to Rick's Tanks, and see what they say. So I bought a new fuel pump, 340 liter per hour, just like the other one was. We'll install that one in just a minute. I was thinking, hey, it comes with a strainer, that's great. Unfortunately, it's not the same quality. This is a Walbro with a fabric-like material inside, and this actually wicks up the fuel, so this is good. This is just a plastic weave type material, so this is no good at all. Unfortunately, Walbro, you can't find these products in Canada anymore. I don't know what's up with that, but oh god. Fortunately, I do have one of these filters, which is the same material as this one, but as you can see, it's a different size. But I am going to install this temporarily until I can put in an order to the States and actually pick up the proper one that I want. That's how it goes. Look at the access that I have now. This is awesome. Dielectric. I can even get to this one. That is 1,000 times easier to get to. I can actually even get to the vent tube down there. And if I need access to my fuel sending unit, I can get to that. Plenty of room to get the hat off and the pump out. So yeah, I'm happy with that. On the underside of our panel, I'm going to put these little foam strips right here just to try to prevent any fumes from seeping into the trunk. Okay, let's put our panel on. Beautiful. Nice and sturdy. Nothing hits anything. We're in good shape. Now the panel fits really good. I'm happy with it. One thing to note is I couldn't find a paint that would stick to the seam sealer. It would remain really glossy and tacky. But I did find this Duplicolor engine enamel. This did work. So everything is smooth and dry and I can put things on it, and I'm hoping it's going to be quite durable. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, that will finish off this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.